Hi everyone, welcome to this episode of the Elephant in the Room show with Shaukat and Parthiv. My name is Parthiv Shah. I'm a business growth strategist. My team and I provide highly effective systems and processes that save you time, increase your revenues, and maximize your profit. And today, Shaukat and I are going to talk to Brent, the elephant, who represents a business relationship systems for your enterprise. Shaukat, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, and thank you for saying my name correctly. You're one of the few. So Shaukat here from Brisbane, Australia. I work with business owners who are looking to take advantage of the post-COVID world, either by partnering, collaborating, or selling their business in the next 3 to 5 years. So Parthiv, do you want to introduce Brent?
Yes. So Brent is the elephant in the room. He is a mascot to my upcoming book called Brent Never Forgets. BRENT, Brent is an acronym that stands for Business Relationship Systems for Your Enterprise. You see, Brent is an elephant. You and I are not. People who are watching this show are not. And one thing different about elephant is elephant don't forget. And you and I forget. When we forget, we fail to do what we could have and should have done. Or we forget to do what we said we were going to do. So when we fail to do what we said we were going to do, there is brand damage. When we fail to do with a prospect or in a relationship, which we could have and should have done, we lose opportunities. So in my opinion, everybody should have a brand. I have brand in my office, at my home, at every desk. So I never forget that I'm not supposed to forget.
Perfect. That's a good intro. So Brent reminds us to stay focused and remember. Cool.
Oh, not just reminds us, Brent is our memory system.
Yes.
He is the brain.
So I've got a stuffed elephant in my brain. Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he brings a very interesting question today.
Yep. What's the question?
You know, Brent talks to a lot of people. And someone asked this question to Brent. And Brent is relaying it so the three of us can talk today. And what he says is this. I'm going to read you the question that was sent to Brent. It says, the reader says, I'm struggling with one thing. I am fascinated by new and different business strategies and marketing strategies, but do they really apply to my business? I have found from experience that my business is different, my situation is different, my clients are different, our country and culture is different, and therefore, what I generally learn from marketing theories may or may not apply to my business. I think it's a good question, Brent. Thanks for bringing that up. So, Shaukat, what do you have to say about that?
Look, it's very common to hear. It's a knee-jerk reaction. My business is different. My industry is different. My country is different, and they're partially right, right? And what I would like to say is partially, and Parthiv, you might expand on that in a moment. The way I look at it is, if your business was truly different, can your customer distinguish your business from your competitors? That's number one. Number two, I want your business to be different. So different that it's chalk and cheese comparison between your competition. So the whole idea is of differentiating your business is using your core biology to create a difference. So I'll come back to that. Parthiv, how about you, Stefan?
So, you know, Shaukat, you and I have a very interesting perspective on life and business, right? I'll just talk about me first. I have been an agency owner since 2002. 1989 to 2002, I worked for a marketing communications company that sold direct mail. So I have been in a privileged position over the last 3 decades to be able to work for 750 plus customers and worked on 10,000 plus projects. I mailed over 1 billion pieces of direct mail. So what I'm about to say is, it actually comes from experience, not just an opinion. A lot of experience, right? So the feeling that you have, or the feeling this customer has, is not uncommon and not unfound. Your business actually is uniquely different to you. Your business is so bespoke, it has your culture, your soul, your operating system, your processes. It is you represented in a business environment. So your business is as unique as you. That is true. However, when Dan Kennedy says your business is different, that's stupid. What he's trying to say is this: regardless of the difference that the nuances and situations present, anatomically, every business is same, because money moves in a uniform and predictable way, from human to human and company to company. So if you are studying a concept and wondering how will this apply to me and my business, what you got to do is you got to zoom out. You see, look, if I zoom in, I look different, right? If I zoom out, I look different. It's the same picture, but you're looking at it from a different perspective. You see, in order for a concept to make sense, you got to zoom out. Keep zooming out until the picture becomes clear so you can understand the concept. Once you understand the concept, then you zoom in to your situation, and then you will be applying it to your situation. I'll give you an example, right? Let us compare a dentist to a car dealership. I mean, they couldn't be more different than each other, right? Yet they both are in the business of customer attraction, establishing trust, elevating the trust to a point where the buyer is willing to make a transaction, do a transaction, agree on a price, deliver what you promised, and put a smile on somebody's face. What do you think?
Look, it's correct. I think it was Dan who was saying, he asked a question: Do you have skeptical customers? Are you being beaten down on price? Right? Do you have to get referrals from them? Do you have to retain them, upsell them? And if that applies to your business, anatomically, you're all the same. Now that's actually a liberating thing. That, hey, you know what? You've got something similar, just like us human beings. We eat, we sleep, and to put it nicely, we poop. But we're all different. You're different, I'm different, even though we're traditionally from the same state of Indian state, Gujarat, right? Still different. So that's my thought so far.
Well, let's ask Brent what he has to say about that. Brent, what do you think? Oh, okay, so you agree. All right. Anything you want to say? No, it just.
Hey, okay. I hope he shows up on the recording. He's too silent. He needs to speak up a bit.
Well, I'm looking at him. He is a representation. Even real live elephants don't talk. He's 7 inches tall. He's a baby elephant, but he has a lot of wisdom. He's a powerful brain.
Remind me when we ever catch up in person, we'll do the Dan Kennedy thing where he rides the ox or buffalo or cow, will ride an elephant.
Yes. We will talk to him about an elephant. I met with Dan last week. There was a book launch. He wrote a new book that came out last week. Why advertising fail?
Yep. I just ordered mine half an hour ago. With
Oh, you saw?
9.95 free shipping, I can't say no to that. A physical book.
It's a good book.
We'll put a link in the video.
It is whyadvertisingfail.com/book. Whyadvertisingfails.com/book. So I spoke for about 20 minutes there. And so Brent was there. Brent was sitting there between me and Darren. And we talked about how marketing fails. Right? And so I talked about mathematics and the money math, the business math. And most people don't have a system in place to buy marketing. Shaukat, so here is a problem that I discovered. There are a lot of courses on how to do marketing. There are a lot of courses on how to sell marketing. There are a lot of courses on how to sell courses, so you can sell courses on how to do marketing. And I spent a lot of money buying courses and information and education and books, right? There is no book or a course that teaches you how to buy marketing. Actually, you know what? Let's Google it. I'm going to go to Amazon right now and see what I can find on that subject.
There might be a how to choose a marketing consultant content, possibly.
Well, let's see. How to buy marketing. I just did a search, how to buy marketing, right? There is a building a story brand, marketing made simple, business made simple, marketing to mindsets, how clients buy, how to buy, sell, and profit on eBay, a roadmap for the B2B marketing, how to sell without selling, how to buy a gorilla, secrets to selling books on social media, how to buy or sell a real estate agent business, buy rehab rent. I mean, there is no book in Amazon. I mean, I buy everything. I live in I live in a house with 6 bookcases, and my office, 1,000 square feet office, has 2,000 books. It is mind-blowing that there is no system for CEOs and CMOs that teaches them how to buy marketing, yet every business buys marketing every day. I mean, it is such a, it's very interesting that not much is written. No Harvard case studies. No PhD, MBA economists talked about it. I'm just going to look for one more thing.
You're going to have to do your PhD thesis on this.
Well, I did build a system that helps CEOs and CMOs buy marketing. And I am putting a patent on it. I don't think this is a PhD worthy because there is, this is not a topic of dissertation. What I have is I have a 12-page booklet that has 3 calculators in it, which becomes effectively a CEO's, not a guide, a CEO's tool to buy and control marketing. So on one of these episodes, we can talk about that.
Because we might be getting off track slightly.
I'm just looking for a domain name, see if it exists.
And then you buy it right now while we're talking.
While we're talking, I'll buy it.
Might as well. So while you were there with Dan Kennedy and Brent, now it just reminded me of one of his members. Grab it while you can.
You know the domain that I'm buying? Howtobuymarketing.com.
Don't say it until you buy it. Lucky we're not live. But who knows? Someone might be thinking it. So who was the guy at the super conference who actually paid for that banner? Coming back to the topic, my business is different. Do you remember? For a long time, it was in super conferences. It's always the top at the back. And
I'm sorry?
do you remember there used to be a big banner at all the super conferences, the GKIC super conferences? My business is different banner. Who?
I think it was a.
It became
Okay,
a
hold on.
staple of every super conference.
Yeah, I think it was the cartoonist who drew cartoons for Dan Kennedy.
The doodling guy.
Yeah, the doodling.
I
No,
will-
not doodling guy. The cartoon guy who drew the caricatures. I'll show them to you next time. Okay, hold on. I'm looking at the domain. Okay, HOW how TO2 BUY by MARKETING marketing, how to buy marketing.com. I'm going to go ahead and buy that domain right now. So if the domain is available, just think about it. That means not much is written on that subject.
No, because once you bring in numbers and mathematics into marketing, it's no longer as appealing as the fancy PowerPoint slides that most agencies present.
Yeah.
So while you buy, I'm just going to share a few more comments, right? About
You know what else is not written?
what? You need to create a list, Parthiv.
You know what is not written?
Yep.
How to buy copywriting. Think about it. There is no course. There are a lot of, AWAI, American
Writers Association, right?
Yeah, American Writers and Artists Association has has courses on how to write copy, how to sell copy. Kennedy has taught multiple times there, right? You can buy courses on that. There is the whole market on how to write copy and the copywriting formula are saturated. The market is saturated with it. Not a single course exists that teaches a CEO of a small business and CMO of a mid-sized company how to buy copywriting.
See, the thing with copywriting, it's a little bit controversial as well. The copywriting that works is usually not exactly professional or corporate. Now we're veering completely off track. But copywriting, as you know, as you learned from the opportunity concepts seminar that Dan Kennedy had in his June event, unfortunately or fortunately, the best copywriting is usually infomercial type language, as opposed to corporate and professional. And there's something that some people just can't accept. But coming back to the topic, because I think we're completely off of my business is different. Anything else you'd like to share your thoughts on how Brent and others can think about, all right, if they genuinely believe that my business is still different, how do they compete in this new post-COVID economy while having that kind of mindset? And what can they do to change that?
Is there a question for today, or are we going to get into it on the next?
I have a thought. We might expand it to the next one, but I have a thought.
Sure.
Okay, so I think it comes back to what I have to give credit to Dan for a lot, right? But if you, it comes down to applying what they're learning. Usually when they say my business is different, they've learned something, they've heard something, and they're saying, no, I'm not used to that. Here's what I'm used to, right? My business is different. My industry is different. My company is different. My customers are different. Especially in this new disruptive age, post-COVID age, where things are moving really fast. My general advice is, sure, you can think like that and you know how your business is currently, or you can think differently. How can I apply what I'm learning, what I'm observing in my business? Now, the taxi industry did that. Uber wouldn't have that much problems. In fact, the taxi industry was pretty arrogant for a while, especially in Australia. They said Uber is illegal, ride sharing is illegal. We're comfortable. Here we are, ride sharing is no longer illegal. The taxi plate licenses have dropped in value, and that's the price you pay for comfort. So again, for people who think my business is different, you're probably better off asking, how can I apply this new concept that is not the norm in my business and use that as an opportunity to redefine the norms and differentiate from myself from my competition. That's my initial thought.
Okay. I think on next episode we should elaborate on it. If I start talking, we'll drag this on very long, and people don't like to watch half an hour, 2 hour, half an hour, 45, 13, 1 hour episodes. So why don't we save this for next week, and we can talk about that. Brent, what do you think? You like that idea? Yeah, he says yes.
Okay, so we'll take it to the next one. It's 10 o'clock now, Saturday in Brisbane, 7 a.m. for you.
8 a.m.
8 a.m. So I'm gonna finish off my evening and you're gonna start your day, and we'll catch next time. Take care.
Thank you.
Thanks, Parthiv. Bye.